Well, folks, we're trying it again. Um, I hope y'all can hear this okay. We're trying a new mic. We got a new light, and hopefully everything works better today. Uh, I ain't got my hat on, but I think I can see everything uh, pretty good. Well, I tell you what, they them tornadoes tore Sulphur, Oklahoma up, and I've been watching some of the digging out down there, and thank God there was only four killed. I don't. I'm. I hope they don't find anybody else, but man, it's just a mess down there. And I watched Daniel and some of his friends helping clean up. He took his excavator down there, and they had high water on his property. Lost one of their little donkeys. I don't think they found it yet. It was still missing. Uh, as of about 15 minutes ago. And of course, that's going to tear his wife up even more. And he was just born about a week ago. The one that was born about 3 or 4 weeks ago, whatever it was, it made it all right. But the water come up where they was at around 6 foot, tore down all their fences, and the donkeys all got out. But they all come back except that one little one, and they haven't found it yet. Um, they've done a good job on the Key Bridge in Baltimore. Um, they still like two recoveries on the bodies yet. They haven't found both the last two yet, and so hoping they find them so the families can get closure. And but they've got quite a bit of opening now for the trucks, the ships to go in and out, and I think they've been doing pretty good going in and out without any problems. Of course, the tugboats pulling them in and out, and evidently they should have been pulling them all along. That way they could have controlled them big ships if the electric went off and they lost control or something. If it had a hold of the Delhi, well, that wouldn't have happened. But hindsight's 2020. But I hope we get some chat in here today, and uh, uh, I haven't had anybody to join me at all in the chats, and hopefully I'm getting a little better. It looks a little better on my screen, and my light just went out on me yesterday, and just as I turned it on, I turned it on, and boom, it was gone. But it's electronics for you. Be here 1 minute and gone the next. Uh, if you happen to run across this and see it, join in. I'm not going to stay on but about 30 or 40 minutes tonight. Um, uh, if we can get this to going and to where I can do some live stuff uh, on this, I'll try to do a couple cooking shows and first one thing another. Of course, I don't guess they'll be live, but I'll be taping it while I do it. That way you can get all the ingredients and everything when I cook. But I don't know how to take all my stuff in there to do it live. But anyhow, it won't reach, and I can't cook in my bedroom. And that's what this used to be, a bedroom. It was my smallest bedroom, but I just had, with my grandsons here and stuff, I had to make it a storage room because they've got so much stuff. I ain't got no place to put mine. That's all right. I enjoy having them here. I'm going to miss them when they leave. They'll be leaving probably in July, 1st of August. Well, 1st of June or last of June or 1st of July. But any of you that like war stories, I've got a bunch of war stories on here, and I wish you would take a look at them. They're just the way I remember them. Of course, you got to remember that was, let's see, I'm 80 years old, so that was close to, can't even think. It's 2020. It's about 50 years ago, or a little longer. I ain't got my telephone with me. I can find out what that was. But anyhow, it's a long time ago, and I'm worried about this working and getting a few commentators today, and rather than how long it was. But it was when I was a mere 20 some years old, and that was a long time ago. But I'm 80 now, and still can wear my army clothes. In fact, I can still get my dress screens. Uh, been a long time since I've been them. These people got in the military now since I retired, and I can still get my dress screens. I think that's a testament of the uh, good life I lived. Because I've had a good life. I wasn't, I didn't abuse drinking or smoking or anything. Now, I like a good beer every now and then, and I like a good mixed drink every once in a while. But I don't drink them because I just don't do that anymore. Uh, and not that there's anything, I guess, wrong with it. But what makes it wrong is when you abuse it, get drunk and all that kind of stuff, and then you can't control your emotions, and everything in the world goes wrong with you. But I don't do none of it anymore. I used to make some awful good beer, done it for a long time. But I tried some different bottles. Instead of putting the caps on them, I had those with a little lever that tightens down on it, and they leak off. They ain't worth 2 cents. But I ain't gonna make them more. Find out if I can still make it with caps. 'Cause I got plenty of caps. I just thought I'd use them, and you can't put caps on them kind of bottles. But Lord, I've done everything. I make beef jerky, and the kind I make, you can actually, once you soak it in my brine, well, it's not brine, it's saltpeter and uh, Worcestershire sauce, and the flies won't even land on it when you're trying to cure it. You can lay it down on broccoli, let it dry if you want to, but it's best if you dry it at around uh, right at 105 degrees. And if you get it to 120, it'll cook. You don't want it to cook. You want it to dehydrate, and you want it to cure. And that's what the preg powder, which is saltpeter, um, that's what it does. It cures it, and flies won't even land on it while it's curing, because the saltpeter kill them. And I put the Worcestershire sauce in it. Now you don't have to put a thing in it. with the saltpeter. Just soak it overnight in saltpeter or 24 hours in saltpeter and then dehydrate it. And if you do that, best stuff in the world. And but it's hard. You have to soak on it in your mouth for a little while before you start chewing it, or you break your teeth out. You know what I mean? That wasn't the way I got my teeth out. The way I lost my teeth, I had perfectly good teeth. And one winter, it was about 4 below 0. And I was getting ready to go out on my truck. And I went out and I had my suitcase and everything in one hand, and all my paperwork and stuff in the other. And I stepped up on the step of getting in my cab of my truck, and the step broke where it's so brittle from being cold. It broke, and I come down, hit the superstructure of the seat. A 1/4 inch flat iron metal goes across there, and it knocked all these teeth up into my lower sinus cavity and around my nose there and under my nose. And the time they got all them teeth pulled out of my sinus cavities, I didn't have none left. And I was black and blue for, I don't know. Well, couldn't even open my eyes for 3 days or 4, something like that. And uh, I was just swelled up and blue. Never had a bit of pain with it, but I just as blue as I could be. And it took me about, I don't know, a week and a half before the color started coming back to my face. And my eyes opened up and I could see about at a week. And I was pretty messed up. And I laid there in the, I guess, probably 10 or 15 minutes. Of course, I had my coat and stuff on, my gloves, and I laid there 15, 20 minutes. One of the other drivers come in, found me laying there, and called an ambulance, got me to the doctor. And but that's the way things go. Never know when something will happen. I would sure wish somebody would send me a message here. Um, uh, I don't know if anybody's watching or not. If you don't, uh, but everything looks a lot better and looks like it's sounds good. I hope. I have no way of knowing until I watch it back. And uh, I don't know if my granddaughters are watching it on her phone or not. She might be able to tell me if it's sounding all right or not. But it looks good on my end, a lot better than the first two. So we're doing something better. And uh, if I get a comment or two, give me something else to talk about. I think I told, well, I did on TikTok about me and Dave taking the boat up to the lake and trying it out after we got done working on it. Worked perfect. Got a little tweaking to do the trolling motor. It wants to turn too easy, and you need a little drag on it so you can control it. But it other than that, it works good. And I think we're going to start going fishing next weekend because this Friday it's going to rain. It rained today, and I think it's a possibility of rain tomorrow. And well, I'm lost without my phone. Hold that thought and let me go get my phone. Yeah, I ain't got my phone. I might have left it in the truck. I don't know where it's at. But anyhow, don't matter. Sorry about leaving you there, but I don't know if I get a phone call or anything, emergency. Well, wait a minute. Right there it is, up on the top shelf of my bookcase there. Okay. Anyhow, we got my phone now. If somebody calls me, well, I'll know it. And don't know what that red is for there, but let me call Ashley and see if she can hear me and if my sounds are working and everything. It'll take a minute to do this. I don't know.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Yeah, she's busy. Let me try Tracy. But it's the only way I know how to find out if my speaker and stuff is working. The camera is, but it don't tell me that the speaker is because it got a red light on the speaker. And I don't know if she's home or not. Yeah, I doubt if she is. She doesn't answer but now.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been.
Yeah, she's not home either. So I don't know. Yeah, anyhow, we'll just have to hope it's working. It looks like it might be working, but I don't know. I've got to see if my delays are working and everything, but I don't know how to do that. But it's got a good picture. That's a good little camera. Got a good picture. And uh,
William Deaton, Arwood.
hello. Huh? Well, I was going to have Tracy look at my YouTube channel and see I'm live on YouTube right now, but I don't know if my mic is working or not, and I was going to let her see if she could hear me.
I'll look it up before.
Okay. But all righty.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Tracy's husband, William's going to look it up for me. But no, the boat worked real good, and I got two swimming pools in my boat. I put a thing on it last night, and I didn't get it drilled real tight. And they actually sent me the wrong size, but I had to put something over my boat. Didn't want to leave it out in the weather, and knew we were supposed to get rain, so I got two swimming pools in it. I got to siphon that water out tomorrow, and then I'll fix another way. They're supposed to send me another uh, tarp, but we get to fishing here, and we'll be making some fishing videos. And I hope that flashing on that mic there means that it's working, but I have no idea. It's a green bulb going off and on. But William, he'll call me and tell me how the everything looks when he gets on there. But we really been having some good weather here for gardening and stuff like that. I got potatoes all planted out, and they're they're about 6 to 8 inches high. Some of them already, and they're doing great. Neighbors is doing great, and I don't think Williams got anything out yet. He had to have a knee operation, and I don't think that's my next neighbor on the other side of me. I don't think he's got anything in his garden out yet. Maybe some onions, but I'm not sure. But oh, I had a light come up there. Oh, that's good. Uh, I ain't had no confirmation on anything yet. Nobody chatting, leave me no messages. I wish at least somebody get on there and do that. Uh, it is working, he says. Well, now we got confirmation. William sent me a message that it's working, and I guess that's great. So uh, that's all we need to know. And uh, I got one like up there. That must have been William by net. But anyhow, we get to going fishing here. I'll be doing some bass fishing, some cat fishing. We got David's boat ready to go at big lakes and down at the river and the small lakes. I can use my little boat. And Ronnie, my son, is still working on the big bass boat. And whenever he gets it done, then we can take it to the big lakes too. I went out today and got me a pass to be able to utilize boat ramps and stuff at the lakes, but I don't even know when they started that. I've been fishing quite a bit, and uh, I put my potatoes out 2 days ago and onions out too. Oh, William put his onions and potatoes out too. So that's good. He got a good little rain on them last night. And that'll take them all. But I found some Irish potatoes, what they call the old Irish cobbler. Best frying up potato and mashed potato you ever seen. But I'd been 10 years, well, actually 12 years trying to find them things. Ever since I got cancer, I didn't have nothing to do, so I started looking for them. And I finally found a company that had them, and they called early enough to get on the list. And so I ordered 5 pound of them. 5 pound, you can get a lot of potatoes off 5 pound seed if you know how to do it. So uh, I let Coleman have. He has a bigger garden than William does, and of course William he raises my garden too. And but so me and him will be getting seed out of my garden for them if they like them. I'm gonna let them have a mess and see how they like them. And Coleman, he's gonna grow. I think he's got 2 rows, same as I do, and he going to see if he likes them, and so he can save seed too. So if we like them, or if they like them, uh, got a pepper plants and tomatoes I'm going to put out Wednesday evening. Well, that's good. Uh, Glad to know you're getting around good enough to put that garden out, uh, William. I, he had that knee operation, and it's really coming around pretty good for him, I think, because he's out there working on it already. And just about 3, 4 days ago, and he says, "I know, right?" Yeah, uh, he's doing good. I hope it's not hurting him too bad. I don't get to, when he's working, I don't get to see him enough, talk to him in the day because uh, I don't get out too much unless I have to. And I try to keep my clothes and stuff done up. It just got done mowing your front yard. Well, I appreciate that, William. He mows my yard all the time. Uh, he he don't have to do that, but I'd I'd get on that mower of his and mow it. Uh, my mower needs a new deck on it, and uh, my big mower's out at my daughter's house, and it's too big for my little yard anyhow because I got a small yard after I built my garage on it. But uh, he's taken over. He's like a son to me, and I guess I'm like a daddy to me. He calls me dad every once in a while. And he tries to take care of me, I guess. I appreciate it. Got 2 likes now. Somebody else sent something, William. I don't know who done that. He's the only one talking to me. But I told you about taking our boat out, didn't I? I mean, it done great. He said, "Yes, you are like my dad," he says. Well, I know Dad. I appreciate it. He's, he's a fine man. I love him and his wife and boy. I started to say little boy, and little William is bigger than both of us now. And little William is bigger than both of us now. And he, when they first moved over here, little William, he just about that tall. And he sat on my lap, and I'd tell him stories, and he'd have a blast. Oh, and Tracy, she's as good as they come. She's like a rock. She takes care of both of us, really. Every now and then she gets worried about me and makes William go see if I'm out. Yeah, it done good. I got to tweak that trolling motor a little bit. It turns too easy, and outside of that, it's ready to go. I got a 20-second delay on this, William. So if it, I don't know if that's working or not. Does it look like I'm saying the words the way they're supposed to be, or is there a delay on that too? Oh, she's making cups right now. That's the reason she didn't answer me a while ago when I called her. Yep. Well, that's good. That's making her some money. That's what's all about. And you got these hobbies that you can make money with. She does sublimation, if I'm saying it right, and does T-shirts and makes coffee mugs and plates. I guess anything you want. But she's good at it. She really does a good job at it. She made a shirt for me that had my grandkids, one right here, a picture of him and his girlfriends, one of them up here and one down here. And they kind of cornered one another. Really looks good. And don't wear off easy like I thought it might. But I got 2 of the best neighbors you could ever have. They both my best friends. David, he's a good friend, best friend, and I'm just blessed with friends. I got some of the best friends a man could have, and if, I don't know. Sometimes they just uh, look at me too much, won't let me do nothing. Know what I mean? But uh, it's getting about time now. I've been on here almost 30 minutes. I told everybody that I could that was going to watch it, I wasn't going to be over 40. And now that I know everything's working and that we're can make a halfway decent video, and I'm going to go ahead and end this because it don't look like That's what we're here for, is to help you in any way we can. Well, honey, I tell you, you all have helped me tremendously. You just don't know how much you've helped me. And uh, sometimes I just feel like they're burdening themselves with me and don't need to. But you don't knock good friends, that's for sure. But William, I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. Uh, the main thing I wanted to do is my first two that I done was disasters, and well, I loved you all too, son. You know that. And the first two videos that I done on YouTube for this for live was disasters. I mean, I didn't talk for 30 or 40 minutes on the first one because I didn't know I was on there on live, and I was waiting for them to tell me I was on, like TikTok does, and they don't do that. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to notify my YouTube people that I'm going to be on at a certain time, and then eventually, if I get some likes and stuff like that, why, uh, it's going to go better. And so I'm going to go ahead and end this one. God bless you, and you will if you let Him. Just open up your heart and your mind, let Him in. And I don't know what that was. That was a like, I think. And uh, I'll say a good night to you, and we'll try to do better the next time. Now, I don't know how to cut this thing off. Uh, well, I just don't know. William, I don't know how to cut it off, buddy. Oh, here we go. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one. But game over. Yeah, that's what it is. Game over. And there